Now, a horrific story of alleged rape, gang rape and murder of a 9-year-old girl from Delhi has in fact sparked outrage across the country. The girl was allegedly gang raped and murdered by 4 accused, including the priest of the crematorium where the body was forcibly cremated. The girl, in fact, if we talk about how this entire incident unfolded, the girl had gone to fetch water from a cooler at the crematorium around 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, but never returned. At around 6 o'clock, the crematorium priest, in fact, called the girl's mother to the crematorium and showed the body to her, saying that the girl had died due to electrocution. Not just that, the accused then went on to mislead the family even further, saying that if they call the police, there will be a post-mortem, there will be a case lodged, and that might lead to organs of the girl, in fact, being stolen. Following this, they actually forcibly cremated the body, and the victim's mother initially was, of course, too shocked to react, but later on raised the alarm and called the cops. But even after the family actually raised the allegations that it was not just a case of murder, but they also suspected rape, the police did not initially add the rape FIR. It was only after the intervention of the scheduled caste committee that the Delhi police added the sections related to rape. Now, 4 people, including the priest, have in fact been arrested in this case. My colleague Priyank Tripathi spoke to the area DCP, who said that initial post-mortem report was unclear on the exact cause of death. However, he also said that they're looking at other options like narco-analysis test. Listen in.
So, the main issue, the big hurdle for the police is that the body was cremated. What was the circumstances when the first team reached to the spot and what they did found?
See, initially we received this call at around 10:30 p.m. on Sunday that a minor girl has been raped and her body has been cremated. So our police team, the local SHO, the ACP, including the additional DCP and myself, we reached the spot, and there was a lot of crowd here. So our initial response was for crowd management, and after that was handled, we ensured that the statement of the mother of victim was recorded in front of an NGO council. That is the procedure, and according to her statement, whatever sections we could add in the FIR, we did so. Subsequently, next day, 164 statement in front of Metropolitan Magistrate were recorded, and also the committee from SC/ST Commission, they also visited the spot, and in front of them, the parents they further alleged a few things, and on basis of that, we added furthermore sections. At present, murder, rape, POCSO, SC/ST Act, and criminal intimidation and destruction of evidence, all such heinous sections have been added. All 4 accused were sent to judicial custody, and scientific evidences were also collected from the spot, like any bodily fluid from the body parts of the accused and their undergarments. Where the main accused used to stay, we also collected the bed sheet for any sort of DNA of the victim, and we have option of narco analysis, because nothing could come out of post-mortem, because the body parts that remained, the board of doctor couldn't ascertain.
That's what my point is. Did you manage to get any portion of the body when the team reached there, or it was totally burned on the pyre?
Unfortunately, only ankle below remaining body parts were there, and few parts of, I think, lungs and heart and jaw. So, but doctors could not ascertain any cause of death. So now we have option of all the scientific evidence that we have collected.
Like polygraph test?
Polygraph test is subsequent. We'll have to get consent from the accused also. That is the procedure. And that will give the direction to the investigation. It's of no evidentiary value.
When are you expecting to file the charge sheet?
We have the mandate to file it within 60 days, but we'll do it very soon.
Meanwhile, the case has in fact triggered a massive political furor, with several leaders actually making a beeline to visit the family. Now, in the latest Congress MP, Rahul Gandhi actually visited the victim's family. Rahul said that he will stand by the family till they get justice. Remember, yesterday it was Bhim Sena chief Chandrasekhar Azad who had joined the protest and demanded proper investigation. Meanwhile, we also know that this is, of course, triggering a lot of interest now after outrage was sparked across the country due to this horrific case.
मैंने परिवार से बात की और परिवार सिर्फ न्याय मांग रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं मांग रहे हैं, न्याय मांग रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं कि उन्हें न्याय नहीं मिल रहा है और उनकी पूरी मदद होनी चाहिए और वो हम करेंगे।
आप कैसे मदद करेंगे राहुल जी? आपने क्या मदद का भरोसा दिया?
हाँ,
आपने क्या मदद का कुछ भरोसा दिया है पीड़ित
मैंने ये कहा है कि मैं उनके साथ खड़ा हूं। जब तक उनको न्याय नहीं मिलेगा तब तक राहुल गांधी उनके साथ खड़ा है और 1 इंच पीछे नहीं हटने वाला।
More breaking news updates coming in, and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has also met the victim's family. Remember that he had already said yesterday, called for capital punishment for all the accused, and said that he's going to go and visit the victim family. And it was just a few moments back that Kejriwal actually went and met the family of this 9-year-old girl who had died due to alleged gang rape, and in fact was murdered by the accused.